You are connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers, and man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again. Okay?
I told you again and again, we are not gonna call again in this number.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Rodger Williams, and I'm back with another scam bait video. Today, I want to talk about who they call themselves online hackers. These guys are really sick because they prey on people who have already been scammed that are looking for a way to recover their money. They will linger just about anywhere where people will vent about how they've gotten scammed before. There are a lot of Facebook sites that look like help and charity pages, when really they are just breeding grounds for scammers to hunt for vulnerable victims. These scammers will even get into scam baiting sites where people have already been scammed and venting about how they've been scammed. I mean, this guy is in a scam baiting site and says that he knows a hacker. He should be trusted, right? But folks, there's going to be 100% chance that this guy is a scammer and just going to take your money once again. If you have unfortunately been scammed, then do not seek social media. Do not seek Facebook, do not seek Twitter, do not seek Instagram, do not seek any social media to try to recover your funds. If you try to rely on social media to try to recover your funds, then there's probably going to be another 100% chance that you're going to get scammed again. Here is a good example. I pulled this off a scam baiting site. This is from Paul Jordan. Paul Jordan says, just got scammed this week. I decided to do some digging. I was linked to a reliable guy, hashtag Jack_cyber_help01, who helped me out in issues like this. Security have chosen to only receive fraud case and never helped out. Thanks to him, I got hold of what I lost again. Contact him on Instagram, and then gave an Instagram link. And here's another one. This one's from Becky James. This is the only trusted person I have seen people recommending is hashtag TakeAGlassofwater. He's fast and secure. He helped me find out my scammer real identity and also get my money back. Hashtag TakeAGlassofwater on Instagram. He helped me when I had an issue like this. Try him and you won't regret working with him. Click on this link to message him. And then left the Instagram link. Unfortunately, I didn't save our dear scammer who is the star of the show's message because I didn't think that this would go anywhere. But Terry sent a message out on Facebook saying if you wanted to recover your funds, you can message his friend on Instagram. So I decided to just message Terry directly on Facebook Messenger. And by the way, folks, if you get the reference, you get a gold star. So when I messaged Terry, I said, hello. He said, how can I help you? Aren't you a hacker? Yes, I'm a hacker. How can I help you? They took our jobs. The company I worked for, they hired people for less and took our jobs. They took our jobs. Okay, how can I help you out? Hello. I need you to hack into my company's computers and get me my pay I deserve since they took our jobs. Send me the jobs details. I will get them in a few. Okay, waiting, ? Hello? And then Terry said, send the jobs details. It seems that you are not serious about your jobs. I said, I'm driving. I can't text and drive. Okay, when you got to your place, chat me up. Then I said, it's a place called Johnson's Wholesale. I was a forklift driver. They found somebody that would do it for less, so they fired me and others to cut costs. And they took our jobs. It's in Houston, Texas. I don't know what the address is. Terry said it will cost you my software that I will use to hack into their computers. It will cost you $60. And then I questioned it. I said, how would this work? The software. Yes, I will hack it right now. It's just the software I need to get the gerbs. I need my gerb back. They took our gerbs. He said, I know, but I have to get the software to get it back. When can you get the software? First thing tomorrow morning. Send the money now so I could get the software. How do I send the money? Then Terry said, I'm going to send M-Pesa account details. M-Pesa is kind of like the PayPal over in Africa. So you can send me the money into the account. And then he sent me some information from his M-Pesa account. I couldn't find anywhere where I could report it. I just really ignored it. You can send the money now. And then I said, huh? Acting like I didn't know what he was talking about. Before I could get screenshots of anything, he deleted his part of the conversation. Which makes this the end of Terry Wits. So I know y'all are asking me, if you're watching this and you have been scammed, how can I recover my funds? How can I recover my money after I have been scammed? There are a couple of ways you can try. It's not 100% guarantee, but it's the best that you can do. Number one, if it was a direct bank transfer and you bank with a reliable bank, chances are you may can get them recovered by that depending on how you sent the money. If you send it through a bank wire or anything like that, you may can recover it. But if you purchased anything like gift cards, chances are you're not going to ever get your money back, because purchasing gift cards and giving it to somebody, even though it was a scam, is technically not illegal. If you got scammed through anything like PayPal or Cash App, they have places where you can go and report these frauds at on their app or website. All you do is just do a little Google search, and Google will tell you where to report these at. Make sure that if they have any kind of fraud protection that you could purchase, always have that just in case. Make sure to send everything through goods and services and not friends and family. When sending money through PayPal through goods and services, it's automatically covered under a protection policy. But just remember, once again, even if you do have the protection policy and you do use goods and services, this does not 100% protect you from getting scammed, and it will not guarantee that you will get your money back. Unfortunately, the number one thing you can do if you've gotten scammed is to just learn a lesson from the mistake that you made. Other than reporting it to your bank or Cash App or PayPal or however you got scammed, the best thing to do is just to learn from it. Yes, it sucks. You may be put in a financial bind and you may be ashamed about it. But the best thing to do is just to learn from it and try not to get scammed next time. There's no such thing as get-rich-quick schemes on Facebook or on Instagram or on Twitter. So if you see any of this on Facebook or Twitter or any other social media, please avoid it at all costs. And if you have any questions about it, don't be afraid to ask a friend or somebody else who you could trust that can give you the right answer. So if you found this video interesting and valuable, please share it with somebody. The number one way to prevent these scams or any other scams is to educate others. The number one way that I can ask you to help scam bait is to just simply share this video and other videos. Let's all do our part in spreading the awareness of these scams. If there's anything you want to add about this video, please comment down below and let us know what's on your mind. Make sure to please hit that thumbs up button. The more likes a video on YouTube gets, the more likely that video will pop up into a search more on the top when somebody searches for a certain category on YouTube. If you like this video and others, please subscribe to my channel. It shows me how much you appreciate my videos, and it encourages me to make more as I get more subscribers. So please subscribe. I'm also on TikTok. The link to my TikTok will be in the description below. If you want to be generous and buy me a coffee, the link to my Buy Me a Coffee will be in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video once again, and as always, don't get scammed.
I told you again and again, we are not gonna call again in this number.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Take.
What's up, CJ?
Not much. How you
What you
doing? You sound a little bit asleep.
I'm not asleep. I've been telling you that. I've been up since now.
That's probably why you sound sleepy. Can everybody hear us okay? I'd like to test it out before we get into our wonderful conversation. Hey, Lisa. I think we should be good. We should be good. And it looks like we're not having any buffering issues yet, from what I can tell. So, good morning, Joe. Chester says yes, he can hear us. So,
Morning,
anyway,
Jess. Oh, thank you, MJ.
good morning, Aussie. Thank you so much, MJ. Okay. Well, it's great to see everyone. Thank you guys for joining us. I know last time we had not a good session, and it was 100% the fault of India. But it seems like we're going better so far. Good morning, Betty. So yeah, it seems like everything's going so far. Okay. All right, awesome. And Vladimir Putin is here. Well, hello. How are you today?
Listen, I got a couple words for that man.
Yeah.
Get him on.
Yeah. So, tell us what you've been doing the last couple weeks, because we really haven't talked to anybody. Thank you so much, David.
We've been feels like we've been away since Nam.
I know. We got to get back into our routine.
What do you have, like 2 more weeks there?
Yeah. Yep. I have coming back on the 23rd, because that's when the ticket was cheapest.
Yeah, that's like a 2-month vacation, huh?
Yeah. Wouldn't call it a vacation. Well, I guess you'd call it a vacation. I did a lot of touristy things, but then I also did a lot of I did some worky things. So it was a good combo.
And you've been all over that great country. Every time I talk to you, you're either in the south, you're to the right, to the north. You're definitely living it up.
Yeah. I'll definitely come back next year.
You've seen more of India in 2 months than I bet you people that live in some of those areas that will see in their whole life.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Peter said that he's lived in Kolkata his whole life, and even Kolkata, he said like there's things in Kolkata we've been to that he had never been to before. So.
Yeah, it's like that everywhere. I mean, there's people here in New York that have never climbed the Statue of Liberty or went to the Empire State Building or done any of the touristy New York things.
Yeah.
Because they live here. But yeah, you've seen a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm already planning definitely coming back next year. So if anybody would like a tour guide, you can let me know. The one thing about coming to India, though, is it's not as cheap to come as a tourist as you would think. So you definitely have to save up money. Like, just because people live here cheap doesn't mean that being a tourist here is cheap. It's actually not cheap. It's like just as expensive as going to any other tourist location. So if anybody saves up money, I can show you around. I could take you to the food, the bathrooms, everything.
That sounds like a plan.
Yep. And you've been cranking out the videos, huh?
Yeah, it's only hurting though. It's not helping. Every day I wake up, there's either more hate comments or desubbed. So I don't know. We'll have to regroup and figure out what we're gonna do going forward. But yeah, I was on the phone with these bastards every single day for a month, and with the editing, probably 12, 15 hours a day. And then Raz with the awesome images kind of stepped it up with the thumbnails. So had some momentum, but then it kind of just you think you're doing well, and then you wake up and you get some hateful comments. You can't please everyone. So,
yeah, that's so true. Well, thanks so much, Raz. Yeah, thank you, Raz, for helping us with all of our images. Super nice of you. Hey, Barbara. Hi, Herabert. I still can't say that. Hi, Mr. Santiago.
Santiago. What up, Steve?
Yeah. Well,
before I forget, though, I just wanted to. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if it makes you feel better, I've been at 5,999 for 2 days.
I've been at 4 times less than that for about 2 weeks. So it is what it is. But before I forget, I just wanted to wish KDA Scambaits happy birthday. She had a birthday on Saturday. And,
yeah, happy birthday.
She had like a little Twitch stream, but I just wanted to make sure we mentioned that. Happy birthday, Kelly.
Yeah, so sorry I missed that. I'll just be honest, I completely forgot, as I forget everything. I have no clue what time zone I'm in, where I am, or anything. So I'm so sorry about that, Kelly, but we love you a lot. So definitely don't take it as any lack of love. We love you. So happy birthday to her.
Yeah, thanks, MJ. No, Aussie was nothing to do. I got your humor. Don't worry about it. It was something else. And there's always something else. I just remove them now. If your comment's still there, we're good. Thank you.
Yeah.
But that was nice of you to point that out. I love you all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then hopefully Chester Draws will be with us today. I think he's got a premiere at I don't even know the time. He doesn't tell me the right time. He's always telling me London time or Blue Team time or whatever it is over there. Just tell me the Eastern time. That's what I need to know. And then we'll tell everyone when your premiere is, and everyone needs to go check out Chester Drawers and his premiere later today.
Speaking of which, tomorrow, if everything works out, Dan Gleeballs and I are going to try to do a special UK stream at, I think, 11 a.m. UK time. So what's that, 6 a.m. Eastern? Is that right?
What time is it UK time?
I think 11 UK time. AM.
11 at night?
No, AM.
No, if it's 11 a.m. in England, it's like 5.5 hours earlier in the United States, right? Or 5 hours or 6 hours, whatever they do. So people will be like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning here.
Yeah. Yep. It's gonna be a. I'm like, yep.
You have nobody there from the United States.
Yeah. Well, it's a special UK stream. I don't know if we'll do it on his channel or mine, so check both of them, and it'll be up later. You can watch it. But we're going to be trying to save some UK victims live. That's the time. Yeah.
That.
Yeah, that's the time that they're usually active, and I have a lot of trouble with the UK ones because I don't have a good way to call them. I need to set Skype up, I guess, but even so, there's some of them that I don't understand the scams, like, you know, I don't always understand them, but I need to get like a Skype or something. But right now I've just been passing them to Dan or Fun Guy, and he's been calling them. So we're going to do a special stream tomorrow. Thank you so much, KDA, for renewing your membership.
Thank you, Kelly. Hi, Perfume Addict.
Thank you so much, DA, for renewing your membership. DA's up to 6 months already. Dang. Time flies.
I miss DA. We haven't chatted that much. I always look forward to his comments.
Yeah, me too. I love DA. So anyway, we're going to try to do the UK. Thank you, MJ, for renewing 3 months. We're going to try to do the UK version of Victim Saving tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. So y'all just check my channel or Dan's channel. One of us will be live. And hopefully we'll have some. Now, if it's not happening, it could be that I don't have anybody to listen to, which is what basically happened yesterday. Like the bigger call centers that I have to listen to weren't running, so I didn't really have anything. So if that, if you don't see us going, that's probably why. Thank you so much, New Moon, for 4 months. That's probably why, is there's no call centers running, but not too likely that'll happen. So just make sure you check our channels and get up at 5 a.m.
I'm sure everybody's going to wake up. So we'll pack that room and everybody set their alarms. And it's daylight savings time coming up.
Oh, snap. When is that? That's going to make
like
it even...
November, I think.
Oh, hopefully I'll be back by then because it's confusing enough as it is. Like,
you know, they just had that nonsense in Australia, and they set their clocks back, I guess.
Oh my
or
gosh.
ahead. I don't know how that works there, but I had it all figured out a couple months ago. If they stop doing it, or we stop doing it, and they only do setting it back, in a few years we'd meet at the same time.
Huh.
That's how you solve the problem. Just one
Yeah.
country needs to compromise, and the other country needs to stop doing it altogether.
But which country are
I
you
don't know
gonna
why we can't do it.
ask them? Which country are you gonna ask them to be light at night and dark during the day? Thank you, Noob, for becoming a member. Welcome.
It's dark in the morning here anyway. I go out to get a Dunkin' Donuts at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you can't even see. It's foggy. I can't deal with it. So I don't care. We'll sacrifice. America can sacrifice, and we'll be a little darker. But I just picked Australia because we have the most friends there. Like most of the chat is from Australia, and then of course, Wales and England is big. But Australia, it's been on my mind since a year ago. There's so many people from Australia that have been supporters of ours. I just want to see us all on the same time.
There you go. Also, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, since I've been gone, there's been a hurricane, and then also people in India are discussing how the U.S. is in a recession. So are we officially in a recession, or is that just scammers are scared that the U.S. is going to be in a recession?
Well, I know I've lost probably the average salary in the United States, the yearly salary in the last 2 months in my retirement plans. And of course, I'm retired because I'm disabled and don't work, so I can't contribute. It's sickening. The stock market is down, I don't know, 7,000 points since it was a few months ago. But I'm not an expert on the economy, obviously, and I know that there's people in here that do financial stuff, but yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah. Well, well, I guess I need to come back to the U.S. before y'all fall apart without me.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's all you. It's all your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with presidential stuff or stocks.
Yeah, or the pandemic.
War. It's all CJ scams.
Yeah,
It's country. It falls apart.
Yeah.
Now,
just teasing you.
When you listen in on scammers, when you're listening in, have you heard any of them say, "Hey, let's let off America. They're not rich anymore. Everybody's poor, and it's a recession"? Or you don't hear that?
Nah. Don't hear that. But I mean, I hear them discussing, and I also see news articles about how the economy in the U.S. is crashing and blah, blah, blah. So.
Yeah, I know, Kat. It's rough. Everybody's losing.
Yep.
DA, see? DA's back. But yeah, it's definitely bad. It's we're not placing the blame or talking politics of why that happened, but it's tough out there. It's different than it used to be, and everybody's rent's going up. Here in New York, it's like you could have a $2,000 rent, and then when your lease renews, they're saying you have to pay $3,500 now.
My God!
And that's not me. I'm more upstate, so it's cheaper where I lived. But it's just the rents are going way up, and the landlords are saying, well, we have to increase the rent because of inflation, and we're paying 3 times more for the garbage disposal bills and electric. It's sickening. I don't know what we're gonna have. They better fix it, otherwise we're gonna have a Walking Dead type of apocalyptic society.
Well, I can't talk because I guess I'm going to be living with my parents when I get back to the U.S.
You know what? 50 years old, I'll be living with my parents. No shame there.
Yeah.
Paid for condo.
I mean, it sucks, but I either have to go back to work full time, or they have like a apartment over the garage. So I'm just going to stay there for a little bit. Yep. Then I can keep saving victims, and I don't have to work at some job just for money, Not that I'm condoning not working just to do what you want to do, because life isn't always like that. But that's what I'm doing right now.
Yep. And people panic about things, but it always comes
Yeah.
back. You got to look at
Yeah.
the history. Everything comes back. That's why I'll
True.
joke around about, oh my God, you lose so much money, but it comes back. It always
True.
does. That's the history of things.
Yeah.
There could always be the first time, I guess, but usually it comes back. So it's just temporary.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of see the humor in things.
Morning, Roger. We'll be talking to Roger Williams Scambaiting shortly. And I was supposed to test the audio with him yesterday, and I forgot. I got busy. And then once I stream, it's like 3 a.m. I forget. So if we have any issues, it's 100% my fault. I'm so sorry. But super glad to have
always.
Roger here. Yeah, always. I'm really, really excited though about, because we have I don't know if you call him a celebrity guest. I guess we couldn't call him, I don't know. I guess he's a celebrity coming up. Did anyone see that show or know about the Scientology, like the Leah Remini show, or follow Scientology or anything? Anybody?
Did you get Tom Cruise to be on our show?
Yes, I got Tom Cruise from Scientology. Not from Top Gun or anything like that. He's just from Scientology.
Well, that's what he's known for, isn't it? I mean, risky business and Scientology. And Katie Holmes. Yeah, I'll talk with them. Now, when will they be on?
No, unfortunately, it's not Tom Cruise. All of it, that would be great. But we're having another guy named Aaron. He was on Leah Remini's TV show about Scientology. He's been in other documentaries about Scientology. So he will be coming on in the next few weeks to give us an interview.
I know about that, man.
Yeah. He was in there from, I guess, childhood for around 30 years. And we're just going to be discussing about how Scientology is a scam, basically. So I'm super excited.
I know all about it. Yeah, I watched. You might have sent me a link before, but I know who that is. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that'll be super good. So remember, we might focus on hey, Sonic. We might focus on tech support scams and refund scams, but there's a lot of scams out there, and religious scams are another extremely dangerous one from all kinds of religions,
Yep.
So.
What's up, Sonic? Thanks for being here.
Because we got plenty of preachers that are taking millions and millions of dollars, which to me is a scam. Why should I give money to a church just to make one person rich? I shouldn't, nor should you. Just my personal opinion. Sorry. Giving it to a church to support ministry or charity is one thing. Giving it so you can have a rich pastor, no thank you. I don't do that. So
I always wonder about those types of things. I've been in a church once or twice in my life, and they pass around things for people to donate what they have, and hopefully that money goes to feeding the homeless or the less fortunate. That's what I always like to at least, think of it as. I could be naive, but hopefully there are a lot of good movements out there that are really doing things for the less fortunate.
Yeah, and most smaller churches just need that money to pay their own bills, and I totally understand it. If I'm going to come to your church and get benefits from your church, I'm glad to contribute. But I'm not going to make one person rich, so that's just me. If I don't go to churches where the pastor's rich, I'm sorry. Hey, Carl. Yay, I'm excited about that. Y'all, Carl had, I wish I could tell you the name of it, Palau. Yeah. Carl and I had berry Palau. Is that right? It was super amazing.
Awesome.
Have you ever had palau?
Oh,
Thank you so much,
Bramble.
Bramble Rose. Have you
No, I
ever
have
tried
not had it.
palau?
And
Oh.
thank you so much, Carl, for coming in. No, I have not had that.
Oh, you should definitely try it. It was super amazing. It was called berry palau. If I'm saying it right, I don't even know. But it was super good. And then also at the same place, I got this raspberry soda and I've been craving for it ever since. It was like the best drink I've ever had. It was like Sprite mixed with some raspberry, which sounds like, oh, whoop-de-doo, but it was just like so amazing.
I've had that before.
Yes, mutton berry palau, Parsi style.
It wasn't exactly that exotic, but I've had Sprite with like a raspberry
With jam in it?
juice in it.
With raspberry jam mixed in it.
It wasn't jam, no. It wasn't jam.
Parsi raspberry soda. It was amazing, y'all. Thank you so much, Liz, for gifting 5 subs. We super appreciate that. Thank you. So sweet of you. If y'all in chat got a sub from Liz, please thank her for her kindness. We super appreciate that. We need to do more membership type thing.
Yeah, well, when you come back, we
That's
can.
true, Carl.
Although it's good today, you sound good. There's oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much, MJ.
Yeah, thank you, MJ.
There's no interference, no static, no fuzziness.
Great.
So, but when you're back, we can really work on stepping it up and doing more.
Yep, I have several people that I want to get with when we get back. I haven't asked them yet, but like Harvey Dent is one we'll try to get on. Carl, maybe he'll come on. I'll ask Jim sometime to come on. So will be fun times.
I'd like to talk to those guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if Mr. Chester Draws is ready. Chester, are you
Where the
ready?
hell's Chester? He's still having the funeral over there? Been shut down all month.
I know. I'm good. I keep having an on and off cold. Like over the weekend, I had a slight fever. But I don't know why. It could be coincidental. All right, let's add Chester Draws to this lovely conversation and come up with some breaking news.
Hello.
Hello, Chester. Welcome. Great to have you back.
Thank you. Yeah, I've missed you.
Yeah, I missed
I think
you.
we've all missed you. Yeah, hi, Take. How are you?
Good. Let me just say thank you so much to Steve for the super chat. And hello, Miss Chatterbox. How you been?
Thank you, Steve.
I've been good, thank you. Yeah, the funeral is all over. I'm now hunting down the back of the sofa and other furniture for all the coins that will have to be changed, because where the Queen was on one side, now it's going to be King Charles III.
Now that's a true thing. Like the money changes just because somebody dies.
Yep. So
Wow.
all the post boxes, stamps, everything goes.
It's reversed there because I mean, the only way you get onto a bill, if I'm not mistaken, is if you die.
Yikes.
We love death. We love dead presidents, but I guess it's different if you're in the prime minister, king, queen world, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and half the known world, well, excluding the US.
Well, yeah, you guys still have your stake in a couple of countries, right? I mean, do they have to change their money too? Like,
yep,
like
Australia, Canada.
Right. Wow, that's a major thing. So
Australia and Canada.
So you're
Why
going to
do
be
they
busy
have
for
to?
a while. I still see you cranking out the creativity. I watched your trailer, your Jam Brownie trailer this morning.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah,
And I've seen you do some premieres, and you guys are tearing it up over there on Tuesdays. You have you behind bars, Dan Gleeballs. All three of you have like back-to-back premieres every Tuesday, right?
Yeah, that's what we're working for. It's Takeover Tuesday. It starts with Dangly Balls at 7 p.m. UK time, which is 2 p.m.
2
your
p.m.
time.
2 p.m. in the right country. Oh, no, just kidding.
Oh,
We just lost our whole people that listen from the UK. Just kidding. But right, I'm glad you said that. 2 o'clock on the East Coast, that would be.
Yes.
In the United States. Right.
Yeah.
And then who comes after? Then it goes to you or B?
Then it's me at 7:30 p.m., which is 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Gotcha. I mean, you're all top notch. So, people should just set aside an hour and a half or whatever it is and watch all three of you. I always try to when I wake up. I normally catch B's, and I'm not just saying that. It's not like I'm selfish and like I'm her biggest fan, but I do try to catch yours and Dan's as well. Well, come on, B's got the great voice, so it's hard to not watch that stuff. And the way she messes well.
That's true.
You're all good in your own way. I love all three of you.
Thank you.
So,
I don't think B is not premiering tonight. She threatened to do something, but I got my lawyers because it involved me. So she has a restraining order tonight. It's Tony Mosh, and he is the family in need killer at the moment. Family in need texts are plaguing us over here in the UK. That's where you get a text or a WhatsApp saying, hi mum, I've lost my phone or I've smashed my phone. This is my friend's number. Can you send me X amount of money? Tony Mosh has been killing it at the moment. There's at least 3 or 4 of these numbers every day.
Wow.
And they're local. I believe it's a big Dutch sort of gang, but all they want is bank accounts and send them the money. Anyway, that's that's the topical news.
I don't get those scams ever. I got one of the police scams once in a while where they call and say there's like a warrant out for you and you need to pay them the money. But I never get the scam where. Well,
that's true, though,
I never know if it's legit or not. I just hang up and let the warrants ride. But it's I collect them. But I've never gotten the scam where they call and say they're my son or daughter and they need help. But I hear about those scams all the time, so that'll be definitely interesting.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, well, you've got Mr. Dan Gleeballs in the chat. He's just agreed. Tony is just killing it at the minute over here.
What's up, Claire?
In our little sort of bit of a world, I mean, he's just he's awesome.
We'll have to check it out.
Absolutely.
That will be 8 p.m. UK time and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. And what we're trying to do is we put the links in.
Good. Yeah, that's nice that you're doing England time and Eastern United States time. And then if you're anywhere left of the East, then get a calculator and figure it out.
Yeah, well, I know on Pacific it's 8 hours behind. So that's even worse for them.
Right.
Yep, and then Dan Gleeballs and I are going to try to do something at 11 a.m. UK time, which will be like 5 a.m. 6
a.m. your time.
Oh, 6 a.m. my time. Okay,
Perfect.
that's not
That's
that
usually when I
bad.
get
Oh
up
no!
and-
Oh no! You'll still be in India, won't you? So yeah, no, that would be stupid time.
Oh, India, that'll just be in the afternoon, so it'll be fine. Because I'm ahead
Ugh.
of you. It's all very confusing. That's why y'all don't get mad that I miss stuff. I miss videos. I've missed events because I have no clue what day it is, what time it is, where I am. It's super confusing when you're here and you're like, oh, let me text my parents and tell them I'm like still alive. Oh, wait, it's 2 a.m. there. I better not. And you constantly have to think about it. And then when you do, like, think about it, like, then you forget, and then I stream, and then I'm done streaming at like 3 a.m. here, and it's just been very confusing.
Yeah.
One day
Well,
we will all be on the same time zone, and you'll have me to think about it.
yeah.
We will.
You're the time zone. That's your project.
Yep.
Yep. You're
That and the
responsible.
kangaroos in Australia. Move them out.
Yep. You are responsible.
I suppose you want the news.
Yeah,
I
give
would
us
love
the
some.
news.
I
Yeah.
always love your stories.
Okay. We'll start off with depending on where you are, whether it's breakfast or not.
It's always
Just
breakfast.
when you're thinking, you think about expensive food or wine or whiskey. That's when you think sort of expensive. But someone found out. They found a tin of chocolates, which is over 150 years old.
Ew.
So it was apparently made in 1899. It's a Roundtree's product containing several bars of chocolate. Recently sold at auction for £519. And with exchange rate, we're almost parity. That's about $500 odd. So
No.
it's worth rooting around in the loft to find the old Hershey bar or things like that, because someone will always want to buy it.
Well, forget about buying it. Somebody will want to eat it, I would think. I mean, can you eat it, or is it just stale?
Good question. It doesn't
Chocolate
say.
goes bad.
Yeah.
Chocolate goes bad. I mean,
I'm looking at the picture, and yes, it doesn't look particularly appetizing. But yeah, this box of chocolate was, it was
Who bought
made
it?
during.
Who bought it?
Oh, someone with $500 to spare. It was made. It was made during the time of the Boer War, so
It's old.
Yeah, very old.
So, like the person who bought it, do they have kids? And more important, do the kids do they get high? I can imagine two stoners sitting around and their parents leave and they get the munchies and they just open that can and eat $500 worth of chocolate.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's better than going to the fridge and eating mushrooms.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so invest in chocolate bars. Exactly, Asha.
Yeah, so moving on, it's a I don't know, it seems to be a popular sport in America, which is trying to smuggle things from outside into the US. Calvin Bautista, 36, is accused of bringing a Burmese python or three Burmese pythons in his pants. So he stuffed them down his trousers and tried to smuggle them in.
Are you sure it wasn't a penis?
Yeah. It says,
Hey, Perky.
it was three of them. It was three of them.
Maybe he was
But
born
you
with
got
3
an
of them.
idea. For me, I want credit for that. I've been putting out videos about smuggling animals into our country.
You have.
It all started with a guy named George Shortsleeves. So this guy has to give us some credit.
Yeah, well, that's the reason I've raised it. But unlike you, he's been charged and arraigned, and the if he's convicted, carries a potential for a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison and a fine as high as $250,000.
Yeah, and people wonder why I'm hiding out in the Chinatown warehouse. It's no joke. You know, you bring in one snake and your life is done. But he should have known
Yeah,
better.
it should be done. It should be done. We don't want any snakes here.
He should have known better. It's oral
Yeah.
sex from hell. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's obviously in breach of CITES, the international treaty, and also federal regulations. And this bit is, I think he's a brave person. Federal regulations list Burmese pythons as injurious to human beings. So,
yeah, I would think. I mean, you can't be bringing that kind of stuff into our country. It's, you know, we talk about border patrol and things like that. But I mean, what about the people that are bringing these animals over here that shouldn't be in our environment? It's not good for the animals and it's not good for the citizens. Nothing good could come from it. Leave the animals be. You know, you see a Siberian tiger or a beautiful monkey in Costa Rica and you want to bring it home, leave it be. Don't take it out of its environment.
Yeah, I was thinking more of kangaroos, but that's another story.
That's an exception. That's the survival of the people in Australia who I love. There's 50 million kangaroos in a country that only has 24 point something million people. The kangaroos are outnumbering them there. They're becoming more and more aggressive. They're not retreating to the forest. They're ruining people's motorcycles and cars. Don't get me started on the kangaroo problem. I mean, half of them need to leave the country and let those people be. Make it equal at least.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm on a tangent. What's the next story?
Moving on. You know how it is. You want some work done. You don't, refurbing your house or your apartment. You don't want to be around while all the mess. So you go away for a couple of weeks. Well, there's a particular woman was in for a shock when she returned home to find her builder had plastered her cat into the bathroom wall.
What? Can you say that again? What?
Yep. A woman was in for a shock when she returned home to find her builder had plastered a cat into the bathroom wall. Ashlyn Haddon, who'd been away on a business trip, was left wondering where the muffled meows were coming from, only to discover they were coming from behind the wall.
A terrible story.
Yeah, I know, but
that's so sad. Disturbing.
Hopefully it has a happy ending.
Yeah.
Hopefully it has a happy ending. I'd like my endings happy.
Don't we all?
Miss Kim, she knows.
Stripes, the lucky cat, had been stuck behind a wall for 3 days.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep. So she had to smash her way through the wall to rescue Stripes. That's a happy ending. And even happier ending, the builder realised the error of his ways and out of his own pocket redid the wall.
Oh my God, I'd want to punched him in the face.
Well, so he made a mistake and almost killed a cat, and then he gave the lady free work.
Yep, that's it. That's a happy ending.
And the cat is healthy and happy now.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And it stays away. It stays away from the bathroom.
Yeah, I bet. So that is a good story. It has a good ending. Somebody's mistake was corrected, and but man, how stupid did he must feel?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, a cat did what cats are going to do. When there was the builder was smashing the wall, he was curious. Right. So it was almost the case that curiosity killed the cat, but in this time it didn't.
Scott said it best. Did the cat have it coming?
Yeah.
Well, we can joke about it because the cat was rescued, but I do feel for the cat. 3 days without food or water, that's tough for anybody.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, and I had a fire about 2 years ago when I was living in Mass. I burned my apartment down, and the fire department came. and I couldn't find the cats. I was freaking out. The cats find the most interesting places to go, places you would never think they could fit in. They figure it out. They're survivors. So obviously in this case it was curiosity, but I mean cats are funny, man. They hide anywhere.
Yep.
So that's good. The good story. What's next?
Just one for you. Whilst you're out there, CJ, apparently Indian civil servants have been told, don't say hello, it's too Western.
Oh, I've been saying hi to everybody.
Try that here. Don't try that here.
Yeah, all right.
Well, I'm in New Jersey today, but yeah, when you're in New York, you don't say hi to strangers. Then you're saying India's adopting that.
Well, yeah, in Delhi, they're proposing it. So I'm just wondering, CJ, if you could make your way to the call centres as you have been doing, and just say, can they stop saying just do one thing?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll be glad to ask them. Basically, as I walk around, people stare me down. So my way of dealing with it is just to be like, hi, hi, hi.
You can't say that.
CJ's relentless over there and has no fear. She will walk right into the call center and let them run out like little bitches. We'll stand there in the People's Call Center T-shirt while she does it. So, and then say like and subscribe.
Yeah. So
try that, CJ.
I'll try to.
You can get him to stop saying that.
I'll spread the word that we don't want to hear it anymore.
Well, that's it for my news stories for the day, because you got guests on. I did my repertoire of dad jokes during the warm-up. So I'm going to leave you to your guest unless you want me to say some more dad jokes.
I mean, we could do one.
Yeah, hit us with the one.
Okay.
Make it a good one.
Yeah, I know.
Just
no
kidding.
Pressure. There's no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
Where do boats go when they're sick?
The doctor.
Almost. The boat dock.
But I'm ching.
All right, let's do one more. One more.
Okay, what do you call someone with no body and no nose?
A nosy body.
Nobody.
Nope. Nobody knows.
All right, one more.
Okay. Well, CJ, did you hear the rumor about the butter?
No, the butter who?
No, it's just the butter. So, did you hear the rumor about the butter? Well, I'm not going to spread it.
The butter. But I'm ching.
All right, that's a good place to end. We'll try again on when we come back.
The key of that is you have to say the butter.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going on my world travel tour on Thursday, so I will be 30,000 feet, and that's UK time and Eastern Standard Time. When your next show is. So I do apologise. I will try and send something to you, maybe a recording, if you're really desperate. But I'm sure you'll have lots of great guests.
Thursday? Probably not.
Let's rewind for a minute. You're going to be 30,000 feet above?
Yep.
Are you going skydiving?
Yeah, no. I've bought a ticket. I'm not going to jump out.
Oh.
Can you bring Discord up there? Can you bring like a phone and maybe call in and see if it works?
That's a good idea. I'm not sure whether the Federal Aviation Authority and the CAA, the Civil Aviation Authority over here, would approve of that sort of thing. So, yeah, I'm up for it.
Most people don't know feet, though. I mean, do you have like a calculator? Can you tell us how many centimeters that is?
Sure, hang on a moment. 30. It's a lot of noughts.
I would
I
think
hear
so.
like clicking like you're using a real calculator.
Most
Yep.
of the world does not measure in feet, though. It's centimeters.
Okay, it's 914,400 centimeters.
Got
That's
it.
a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
got
lot.
it. That clears it up. Got it.
Yep. All right. Well, we wish you the best. Make sure you have
Yeah.
a safe landing
Yeah, make
And,
sure you wear a parachute.
when you reach ground.
Yeah,
Thank you.
wear a
thank you.
parachute and let
When you're
us
up
know
there,
when you
think of some
land.
jokes.
I'll definitely. I'll see.
I mean, what else can you do up there? You can't have a smoke. You can't go to the store, obviously. I don't know what you can do, but think of some jokes.
Okay,
Yeah.
definitely. I'll
And meet
sleep.
me in India. Come to see me in India before I leave. Stop by India on your way.
I'm going the opposite direction. I'm heading in your direction, but further south. Even further south from where you normally would live with your parents.
Mexico.
A bit north, but almost. Yeah, and B, I won't be smuggling pythons. I'll leave that one to you and FedEx.
Everybody go sub to Chester Draws, everybody, and make sure you check out his premiere today at 2 p.m. East Coast time, I believe.
2 p.m.
Yeah, that
East.
starts with Dangly Balls, 2 p.m. I'll post his link in the channel, followed by me at 7:30 p.m., 2:30 Eastern Standard, and Tony Mosh at 8 p.m., which is...
So 2
p.m.
o'clock,
your time.
2:30, and 3 o'clock is the gist, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Behind
that's it.
Bars has the day off, but make sure everybody go subs to Behind Bars as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, the lawyers, unfortunately, have intervened. She threatened to reveal who Jan Brownie was, and the lawyers have stepped in, so she's not able to make that
I don't
video.
blame her. I don't blame her. You keep messing with that woman, trying to have her run around with bets and, expose herself on camera. I know what goes on in your country. Good for you, B.
Well,
Give it back to those guys.
Yeah, Dangly Balls cut her big toe off.
Yeah, I know. That goes way back. A lot of history there. It all starts with your country. I always keep telling everyone that.
Yeah, have a good
You're
party.
not mad at me.
wherever
You're
you
mad
are.
at England. Every time I get a hate comment, I say, you're not mad at me. You're mad at England.
Yeah, there you go.
For sure. Hey, Tango.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Brownie. Mr. Brownie.
Brownie. I don't want to be
Yeah,
confused.
go check out. I am serious, though. Go check out this man's creativity on his channel. Please do yourself a favor.
Yes, please do yourself a favor.
Well, if you need to get some sleep, I would strongly recommend it.
That's probably why
Cool.
I love you so much. I'm always half asleep.
Take care, my friends.
All right,
See
later.
you
All right.
when to speak to you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Thanks.
chat.
Great
Thank
Chester
you.
Draws, everybody.
Well, it was great having Chester back. And
Yeah,
we'll
nice
be
to
bringing...
hear, too.
Yeah, I missed him a lot. So we will be bringing on Rodger in just a few minutes. Hi, Lisa Steele. Welcome. Good morning. We're doing like we do a, I don't know, how would you describe this stream? A combination of a podcast and
What up, Linda?
a stream. And we just talk about scams. We talk about the news. We talk to scambaiters. We talk to people. We talk to celebrities and ask them if they've been scammed. We do all kinds of fun stuff. So thank you so much for coming by.
We try to help the...
Thank you, DA.
Oh, so nice, DA. We try to help the smaller people grow and get subs and, get exposure and things like that.
Yep. And all that's important is
Even if they don't
we're
always
watching.
reciprocate, we'll always help.
Yeah, and it's always important, like if you're not watching one of us, you're watching someone else, learning about scams, getting awareness. It's always good. Yeah, I'll be on Twitch later. So thank you guys so much. And if you have a chance, please visit our website, aspre.org. That is our website for our nonprofit organization. All right, so let us take a break. And when we come back, we'll be live with Rodger. How's that sound?
That sounds amazing. Yeah, I know, Chester. She's blocked me still after all these years.
So let's take a break. Warning, this is for adults, Linda, just so you know. And we will be back in just a few minutes with Rodger.
I don't think there's a lot of swearing in this one, so I think maybe one F word or 5.
Well, you know, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Okay.
We don't mind. We just like to give the new people a warning.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's what's rated like PG-13 maybe.
Yeah, I saved the game stuff for our show here.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back after our break. Don't go anywhere.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, this is Alex. Yeah, tell me what I can do for you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I gave somebody access to my computer, and I thought the problem would be solved, but I'm still stuck here, sir. I'm in the warehouse, and now that there's monkeys in the other room. At first it was just alligators and birds, but now there's monkeys and hippos. Can you help me?
Is that a zoo where you are in?
I'm in a warehouse. I robbed a bank for Samir and Gorov. They're based out of Mumbai. I'm stuck in a warehouse right now. I'm in Chinatown. I'm hiding out. You guys are supposed to come get me, I thought. Can you help me?
We are coming. We are on the way.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I gave remote access to my computer and everything. Don't you say goodbye, fucker?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, my name's Philip, and I'm from the Education Center. How are you doing today?
Did Vinny send you? Like, I already paid that debt. What are you guys looking for me?
Do you currently need help paying off your student loan?
I paid that debt. I bet on the basketball game. We've been through this. This is like a month ago. That's old content. What are you guys bothering me for?
Sorry about that. I will just put you on the do not call list, okay?
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, you can. I'll just call you back from a different number.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm not that good, actually. I don't know if you talked to your colleague or not, but I'm in the closet right now. I'm hiding, sir. The police are coming. There's blood everywhere. Can you be my witness?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I was on the phone with you guys when everything went down. I don't know. I blacked out, but there's blood everywhere. Hello? What the hell kind of witness are you? You hang up on me.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, this is Jacqueline from Education Center. How are you doing today?
Good. Listen, there's blood everywhere. I don't know what happened, but I need you guys to get over here with some rubber gloves, a shovel, and a Kit Kat bar. Can you help me? Bye, Jacqueline.
Sir, I'm from Education Center. Do you have a student loan, sir?
Oh, yes, I do, but could you help me move a body? Maybe you can come to my apartment, like to the back door.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, sir. My name is Michael, and I'm calling you from Education Center. How are you doing today?
Good, sir. I was just speaking with somebody in your office there, and they were going to help me move a body, but we need one more person. Can you help us?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I don't know what happened, but if you can meet me at the back door in like maybe about a half an hour, we can move her out. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, and bring a sandwich. Turkey on whole wheat with a little mustard, please. And a Twix bar. Bring me a Twix bar, please. And a shovel. Are you writing this down?
No.
Why? You can remember it?
Sir, just tell me about, sir. Just tell me, do you have any student loan, sir?
Yes, I have student loans, but at first I want to dispose of this body and clean up my apartment. There's blood everywhere. If we don't get this body out of here and clean up my apartment, then my student loans won't matter. Right?
Okay.
Right. I don't know what happened, but it looks like it's not good. I could be facing 2 lifetimes in jail. I don't think the student loan people are going to care about me at that point. So can you please help me?
Please tell me.
Help me get away with this.
Okay.
Help me.
Sir, please tell me. Okay, sir, I have joined my senior specialist who can help you, sir. So please, sir, for my a couple of information, sir. So you are eligible for this program, sir. So please tell me, sir, do you have any student loan, sir? I can transfer you to my senior specialist.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to speak with him or her, but what about the body? What about the body?
Okay.
What about the body? Can you help me move the body?
Sir, please tell me, sir, do you have any student loans, sir?
I have student loans, but can you help me move the body? Can you help me move the body?
So please, sir, tell me what is the loan amount, sir? What is the loan amount?
Can you help me move a body? Yes or no? Can you commit to helping me move the body, and then we can talk about my student loan? Go ahead, please. Don't you say goodbye?
Hello?
Hello? Can you come help us? There's blood everywhere. Lot to do over here. Lot of cleaning. Bring a sandwich.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Hang up on me. Hurry up and get over here. 86 in York.
I can barely hear you, sir. Hello?
I don't care if you can hear me or not. You got to get over here. Put the phone down and hurry up. 86 in York.
Speak a little bit louder. Can you speak a little bit louder? Hello?
You're talking too loud, sir.
Hello?
Keep it down. Oh, I got another call. You're boring me anyway.
I can't hear you. Hello?
Yep. Yeah, I'll call you right back. Hello?
Hello. Hello. Hi, this is John from Education Centers. How are you?
Good, John. Listen, I'm on an echo. I can't deal with this. Fix your phone, Gandu.
Hello.
There's blood everywhere, you son of a bitch. Why aren't you helping me? You're playing around on the phone. I need you here. And bring a sandwich. That's the end of that conversation.
Hello.
Hello, I don't know what you're still doing there, sir. I'm dipped in blood. I really could use your help. You got to get me out of here. I hear sirens.
Namaste.
Namaste. Can you help me?
Yeah.
Okay, what time will you be here? And can you stop at the store and pick up some things? Like a Twix bar. Oh, I want a Twix bar so bad.
Hello.
Hello, can you help me? There's blood everywhere.
Hi, my name is Kate, and I'm calling from the Education Center. How are you doing today?
Good, Kate. Listen, is there any possibility of me, like, hiding out in your house for a couple weeks? There's blood everywhere. I have to get out of New York.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, sir. Apple with, hello, this is Apple, and this is with Education Center.
Apple, we spoke earlier. Yeah, hi, Apple. We spoke earlier. I'm in big trouble. There's lots of blood over here. Can you help me?
Wait, sir.
Apple?
You have to find...
I can't wait any longer. I hear sirens. They're coming to take me away, Apple. Oh, you sound so delicious.
Okay.
I'm going to miss you. Okay.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, hi, sir. How are you?
Good. Listen, she's not waking up. I've given it plenty of time. There's blood everywhere. I'm out of Doritos. I've had a terrible day. Can you help me or not?
I am here to help you.
Thank you. Yeah, I need you to get a pair of rubber gloves, a raincoat, duct tape, a sleeping bag, and bring a sandwich. Did you get all that?
Okay.
Okay, I think I have a shovel in my trunk. Yep, it's starting to get dark here. It's starting to get dark here. It'll be perfect timing. When do you think you can be here by? Hello?
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 Yeah, hi, sir. This is Brian from Education Centers. How are you?
Good, Brian. Listen, there's blood everywhere, and she's not waking up. Can you help me? How fast can you get over here?
No.
I can't count on you?
Hi, this is Mark from Education Center. How are you?
Good, Mark. Listen, Brian's on his way over here with a shovel. There's blood everywhere, and she's not waking up. We got to do what we got to do. Can you help us?
Call 911.
Oh, Christ. I'll call you back.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, sir. This is Brian from Education Centers. How are you?
Good, Brian. You haven't left yet? There's blood everywhere. I hear sirens. Time is of the essence, my friend.
Hello.
You haven't left yet? There's blood everywhere. We need you. She's heavy. Can you come help?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you come help us? We're trying to move a body, ma'am.
Hi, Hi, good day. My name is Madison, calling from the Education Center. How are you doing today?
Madison, please don't hate me. Why are you so mean to me?
Am I sure? Because actually based on what I remember, it's our first time talking here, and actually this is just a quick courtesy call from the Education Center, and we are a marketing agency which helps student loan borrowers to get connected.
I'm a good person, Madison. I'm a good person. I've never acted like this before. There's blood everywhere in my apartment. I don't know what to do. Can you help me or not?
All right, sir. So
don't be so mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. There's blood everywhere.
No, I'm not.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for...
Yep.
Hello. Hi, my name is Shad from Education Center. How are you?
Good, Mr. Off. Listen, there's lots of blood everywhere. I don't know what you're going to do about it. Can you send a cleaning crew over?
Hello.
Hello, I'm looking for extra help, sir. I really want to smash these pumpkins that are all around me right now. Can you please come over here and help me?
Sir, I'm calling you from the Education Center.
I don't care where you're calling from. I'll pay you. I just want to smash this lady's pumpkin. She should not have 43 pumpkins on her porch. Can you help me or not? I'll call you back.
Hello.
Yeah, we got disconnected. Is there any possibility of you sending someone over here to help me clean up this blood? Go ahead, please.
What?
There's blood everywhere, sir. I really could use the help. Can you help me?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, this is John from Education Center. How are you?
Good, John. I don't know if you can hear me okay. I'm like crouched down underneath the couch. There's a couple alligators in my apartment. I don't know who put them here. Can you help me?
Sir, do you have a student loan?
I think I do have a student loan, but that's in the desk, and I can't go past the alligators. The alligators are in the apartment right now. I'm underneath the couch.
Okay, sir. So, how much you in a student loan?
I'm not sure how much I owe. I think about
Any...
602,000 maybe. But right now there's alligators, and they're nipping at me. What if they find me?
Okay, sir. Your family size?
My family size?
Yes.
23 people, I think, last I checked.
23 people. There is no work on the other side, your wife?
Oh, it's my wife, and we have about 11 kids, and then there's the housekeeper, and she's got kids. A lot of people live in this house. It's no picnic over here,
sir,
and now there's alligators.
Sir, you are not qualified for this program.
Oh, you're goddamn right.
Family size is very...
I'm not qualified for this program. There's no way. I don't know why you would call me. Do you miss me? Don't you say goodbye?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, America from Education Center. How are you?
Good, Erica. Listen, I spoke to somebody there yesterday, and there's all kinds of problems. There's a lot of blood in my apartment. Nobody came over to help me clean it up. Are you guys on the way? Don't know what went wrong there. Something I said?
Hello, this is Sherlyn from Education Center. Do you have a student loan to be forgiven?
Oh, I do. Please forgive me. But listen, there's blood everywhere. I've talked to you several times, and you're still there. You're playing around on the phone. I really need you here. Can you help me?
All right, sir. So, do you have a student loan to be forgiven, sir?
I do have a student loan to be forgiven, but there's a dead body in my apartment right now, and there's blood everywhere. And I don't have Doritos, and definitely do not have French onion dip. Can you help me? I don't know what went wrong there.
It's back. This is Michael with the Education Center. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay, except there's blood everywhere. Can you help me?
Blood everywhere?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I woke up and there's blood everywhere. I might have to ditch town for a little while.
Okay.
Do you have anywhere I can hide out?
All right, then. Yeah, and there is no place to hide, young man. Just call 911 so that they can fuck you.
Doesn't anyone say goodbye anymore?
Hi, this is CJ from the Education Center. How are you doing today?
CJ, say you love me. Say you love me.
Hi, this is CJ from the Education Center. How are you doing today?
Good, CJ. Listen, we got disconnected before. I've been trying to get a hold of you. I miss you. When you coming back? When you coming back to America, CJ? CJ?
You are connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again, okay?
One second. Okay, everybody, we're back with Rodger Williams Scambaiting. Rodger, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, man. What's up, Rodger?
It's an honor for y'all to even invite me, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, and you downloaded Discord and everything for me, so I'm sorry to be such a pain, but we really appreciate it.
No, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. It was no problem.
You're brand new to Discord?
Yeah, I just downloaded it like yesterday.
Oh wow. Yeah, you'll be on there all the time now. So some of these people they get it, and then like a week later they live on Discord. So it'll become second nature.
Right. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'll try it out.
Yeah, you'll love it. You'll hate it at first, and then you'll love it.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship.
Right. Discord loves us. We hate them.
Yeah. So, we usually always start our interviews with just give us a little background about how you got into scam baiting and what made you get started.
Oh, well, I've actually done a little scam baiting here and there through the years. Whenever I was probably a teenager or whatever, I'm 37 years old now, but whenever I was a teenager, we had this telemarketer call, and I wanted to say it was on a Sunday. They called and said something about, and I was actually graduating at that time, and there was a telemarketer called and said something about student loans, or you can get this government grant or something like that. And me being naive, I'm like, hey, I want to go to college, so hey, that's perfect for me, and well, I didn't recognize it, and I want to say it was on some sort of holiday, so I didn't put two and two together. I think it was like on a President's Day, something like that. And whenever they called, I was just like, yeah, that's fine. And they started saying, well, the only way we can get you that money is through your bank account. And I want to say, I remember my parents interfered in it, right before they got any further in it. So that's whenever I was first introduced to these scams. Well, I didn't scam bait at that time. I was just like, well, no harm, no foul, made sure my checking account was good. Well, years later, it's, fast forward to 3-4 years ago, I was on the internet, and I can't remember if it was Pierogi, Kabo, one of them that I seen, and started watching a couple of their videos. I was like, wow, that's cool. So I started searching on the internet for scam baiting and, things like that. And I seen where it was just like a whole epidemic of people who just fight these scams. I was like, man, I always get these calls, but I didn't know people actually fight against these douche canoes, So I was like, man, I'd like to get into something like this. So I started kind of answering the phone calls and just kind of doing the, 2-minute talks and hang-ups and everything. And well, I've had it. Then next thing you know, I started seeing a couple of my friends, all started messaging me and started sending these weird messages about, hey, I need this money and everything, and people that rarely ever talk to me on Facebook, much less need money, asking me for money, I was like, this is really weird. I had that gut feeling. And then I realized that these people's profiles got hacked. And that's whenever I started finding out more about these scams on the internet, and I started watching some of these other videos from Atomic Shrimp, and also watching Catfish and all these, how epidemic that these internet scams are. And I've seen that that basically, even though we can never have enough scam baiters, that the telemarketer scams, like on Facebook, on YouTube, you got a whole group of people that fight that and that are very good at it. People like you, Miss CJ and TAGOW, and all these big scam baiters are out there doing that. But one thing I didn't notice was just there's not very many people really fighting these romance scammers because there's not much you could do. But I was like, there's got to be something we can do. So I started just on Facebook, just really going after these guys. I created a couple profiles and everything and started going after them. And I was like, one thing I could do is educate the people, because that's about the only way you can do it is educate them. And how do you educate it? But to show firsthand how these scams work, because that's the only way I knew how. So I started just, instead of just going and talking with these people and a couple, what's that?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
But no, so I decided to go ahead and, instead of just calling these guys out after a couple hours, really go deep into it, come up with a complete persona, come up with an actual story and just roll along with it. So my first actual real scam bait I did was actually a romance scam, and it actually wound up, I talked to this scammer online who was pretending to be a female. I talked to that person for like 3 months, for 3 solid months, and my goal was to show every angle that this person will go through just to try to take somebody's money. All the I tell you what, somebody like Miss Annie from Romance Scams and Romance Scammers and Online Scam, she does a real good job of detailing it. But these people go through all kinds of sob stories, and my daughter is dying, and my parents are dead, and going through all this just to try to build your feelings up. I was like, we need to spread this more. And also, I still do telemarketer scams. I'll still record them and go through. I don't have a virtual machine and everything, but I will get them stuck on whenever they do get to any desk and everything, and giving them, I'll spend 45 minutes giving them the wrong, code or whatever it is for any desk or anything like that. So, and these telemarketers, they're actually dumb enough to actually just keep on and think that there's something wrong, so that they ain't as smart as what they think they are, So that's how my scam baiting started.
Awesome. And now you started listening to Pierogi. Now Pierogi's here listening to you. So it's the circle of life.
Well, I mean, everything's got to start somewhere, and and this right here is getting. We all know somebody that's been scammed. I just talked to a friend of mine who I've known for years, and her profile got hacked last night because she fell for one of her friends got hacked, and the friend, quote unquote, sent the code to her saying, I need you, or sent a thing saying, I need this code or whatever. And, she fell for it and sent the code, which was a code to reset her password. So her Facebook got hacked. And so it's just an ongoing epidemic of people getting hacked because so little is known about the Facebook hacks and how these people are getting hacked, because somebody don't just go through and just put in a couple things and just hack your Facebook. There's got to be something done in order for them to do it, and these scammers are very good at what they do.
Right. So true.
Like every day, there's a number now for Facebook customer support. That's like their new game. I find numbers all day long, Facebook scammers. But what I wanted to back up to your channel a little bit, as I was looking through your videos over the last couple weeks, it did remind me a lot of romance scammers and online scams. Annie, who's like amazing at this. I love the way that you have different personalities and you're baiting these people for 3 months. And I think your latest video, the Rihanna one, it was done into different parts. It was Chandra, I believe, and Rihanna. And you're also giving tips as you go along. It's not only entertainment, but like you said, you're spreading awareness. You're letting people know. I think there was one point in one of the videos where you didn't talk to them for that long, and they were already talking about marrying you and doing. And you said that might be a red flag. Not just the bad English, but also if they are asking to marry you within a couple hours, there might be a problem here, and people do fall for it. And it's not to make light of the victims that fall victim to these idiots, but people do fall for it. And all you can do is keep spreading awareness and keep doing what you're doing. But your channel has just a buffet of different types of scams. People really need to check it out. I think you came to us today with 177 subs. Hopefully we can get you close to 200. But what I love about your channel is you do have a Social Security scam on there, and you have some romance type scams on there where you're through text and you're reading it out. So I really encourage everyone to go check out your channel.
Yeah,
Well, I appreciate it. And what was that, Miss CJ?
Oh, I just agree with him for sure.
Well, I try to do a little bit of everything. I try to do the emails, show them, and I watch some of Pleasant Green stuff. He's kind of like that. He just kind of whatever rolls off, whatever he finds interesting to kind of share. That's what he does, and that's what I like to do. I don't like to just stick with one kind of thing, which is not bad if that's what somebody does. I mean, some people focus on stuff like that and do good at it. All right, I'm just like one of the jack of all trades and not really, the best at any of them. So, but I try to contribute my part just to try to spread the awareness. I don't have a bunch of animations and a bunch of, high tech stuff going on because, everything that I do myself. I do my own video editing. And like I tell people don't realize, but y'all do probably, how much it takes to scam bait, like how long it takes just to post something, whatever, there's some people that are retired that's able to do it, and there's people that work. I'm a working class person that does this. My job, I work 11 days on straight, and I'm on call 24/7. So trying to do that. What's that?
That's what I wanted to ask you about, because I noticed you're doing, sometimes you'll do 2 to 3 videos a month.
Yes.
But you're probably very busy, right? And it takes a lot of time. You're working.
Yes, but then again, that's why the romance scams are so. That's the easiest thing for me to do, believe it or not, because in between my time of work, if I'm going to get something for lunch, then I could do that. I could talk to a scammer on my lunch break or something, and for a little bit and message them, and and then I can add real world stuff that's going on, kind of throw a little bit of truth in there to try to make the scam go on the scam bait go on a little bit longer. So it kind of helps out with that, and that's why I don't get to post as much. Sorry, there's an echo in the back. I don't get to post as much telemarketer scams because I don't really have as much time to answer them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Yep. Yeah, it's for us that don't work, that have a lot of time. I mean, I take for granted sometimes, because it can take 4 hours of calling these idiots in a day, and then 3-4 hours of editing just to make a 15-minute entertainment video that might not even be that entertaining to people. Before you know it, it's 10 o'clock at night. So I can't imagine people doing this that are also working. It's just, I mean, more power to you. God bless you for messing with these scumbags as you're grinding out the daily life routine.
For sure. I totally agree.
You there, Rodger?
Right. Rodger, are you there?
That's the end of that conversation.
He's still connected. Let me just message him that we can't hear
he's
you.
probably having Discord problems. See if you can walk him through something. Sometimes it's you hit the mute button and you don't realize it, or you go into your settings. I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm not as good as you.
You probably know more than me. No, I have been spending 0 time on Discord, so you probably know more than me. I just get on Discord to talk to Jim Browning or something. Are you there, Rodger? If you need to, Rodger, you can just leave and then try to come back. If that'll help you.
Oh, he left.
Yeah, he left.
Don't you say goodbye?
And then I'll call him. Let me call you back.
Yeah, we'll hang for you. Yep.
Ring.
Let's see where Rodger is right now with subs. We're looking to get him to 200. Oh, he went up. 180.
Are you there, Rodger?
So thank you, everybody.
Rodger, are you there? Yep, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I forgot that. Certain things that I forgot to do. I talked to you through my Bluetooth headset, and I forgot to disconnect my headset from my phone. So somebody called and interrupted the connection.
Oh, it's okay. No problem. You're back now.
I thought I had my phone off, but it didn't work.
Oh, okay. No problem. So, like Take was saying, you basically bait any kind of scams, right? Or do you have one that you like to bait the most?
Well, my bad. Sorry. I'm just getting over the flu recently, and I'm on the better side of it, but it's still kind of bothering me a little bit. But as in scam baits, it's really not one that I particularly. I mean, I guess you could say that romance scams is kind of like my bread and butter on my channel, because that's what I started off with, and that's what I. If I had to just go with one, I would probably do romance scams, because they're the easiest for me to do based off of what my life situation is. But that's probably would be my answer. But I love doing any of them that I can. I've seen one person in the chat ask me, do I do the travel scams and, other things like that? Yes, I'll answer them, and, I'll do kind of like how TAGOW does. I'll just call them, because it's not really much you can do with them except just call them and just burn their phone line up, and I believe, just in my opinion, I think a call flutter is perfect for somebody like them. If you had multiple numbers, you can call them with a call flutter.
Right.
That's the school I come from. I mean, I don't have a lot of skills, so except for maybe some humor, or some people might find it funny, or some people might not, whatever. But I just like calling them and wasting their time, because I look at it like, if they're talking to me, they're not talking to a victim. And once in a while, I do get into their heads, and I'm like, how the hell could you be doing this? What if I was your grandma or your grandpa? I mean, you're scamming people. How do you live with yourself? And hopefully, one or two of them will think twice. Not likely, but calling them again and again and again can be entertaining. I think it's a war on scammers. I mean, there's people like Jim Browning and people like Pierogi, CJ Scams, that can hook up to their systems and get their locations and scare the shit out of them. And then there's people that just waste their time. So whatever you're doing, even the text back and forth to a scumbag who's trying to swindle $200,000 out of somebody, you're wasting their time, and you're keeping them on the hook, and you're sticking it back to these criminals. So I think every bit helps. Everybody helps. And the people that don't have channels, they help too. They're always on the phone and they know, and they're taking up scumbags' time. So
For sure.
what I like about you doing the romance scams, there's not a lot out there, like you said. Annie has a great channel. I know you're a big fan of romance scammers online. What I like about that is, in watching your stuff, is you guys are like actors. I mean, you're reading, because a lot of it's done through text. So you're reading it, and it's very entertaining, the way that you're reading the text in different voices and things like that. So I'm a big fan of Annie's. I'm a big fan of what you're doing. I just encourage you to please keep doing it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I try to produce my video. What I try to do is, even though I don't really have a big routine, what I try to do is I try to post every other Saturday because I'm off every other weekend. So I try to post every other Saturday on on the day that I'm off, and try to do it then. And also, I'm trying a new way to incorporate my videos, which is, instead of doing a premiere, what I do is I actually started going on live stream on StreamYard, and I try to play my video. My last 2 or 3 videos, I've actually streamed them actually live, so I could stop the video in the process if I wanted to talk about something within the video, and go on and stop the video, talk about it. And also, I've got a few ideas of doing that. Like, if my channel grows as I'm doing that, maybe I can have guests come on there and we could talk about them scams, or if there's somebody else like another scam baiter, and I may invite them and have play their video, and we talk about their video in the process, and while we're watching it live, kind of like watching Top Gun with Tom Cruise on a budget.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, for
And it's
sure.
good to always promote other people. I mean, there's so much drama where people won't support you because you're doing what they do. But we're all in this together, and we need to help each other out and promote everybody. I mean, the more people that see it, the less people will get scammed, and that's why we're all here, really.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
And it's like I say, I mean, if you're able to make some money doing this, I mean, that is great. It's good to have supporters, and as well as I do, that people who donate to our channels, that it's just you just get this overwhelming sense of just thankfulness that somebody would do that, and knows that your work is not going unnoticed. But at the same time, if you're coming in here to try to, I mean, there are certain people who make their living now doing this, and that's fine. That is great. And whenever I say what I'm about to say, I'm not talking about them. But if you're coming on here initially just to try to make money and just try to, I'm going to scam bait and make a lot of money. If that's what you're going into at first, you're not really doing it for the right reason. There's a reason why there's these people who make a living scam baiting. There's a reason why, because they have a certain heart for it. There's a reason why they put their heart and soul and everything into it, and they actually probably took a lot of risk in doing that and sacrificing their living, their family. They took a lot of risk into going into that, throwing it all in there. So,
100%.
But it's probably going to be very few people that could do that.
But right, and usually if you're successful and you have a passion for something, the money is secondary, but the money will be there later. It's just the way that things work in the world. Just like if you're the top salesperson at a job, you didn't start off being a great salesperson. People don't see behind the scenes how much you struggled.
Right.
So I believe people deserve to be paid, and if they have a passion for it, it's going to show. And the people that are just in it for the money, they're going to be short term, and they're going to be not here for the long term anyway. But in the long scheme of things, no matter what the reason is, we're messing with scammers, and they don't have time to mess with victims. I guess that's the way I look at it.
For sure.
Right.
I generally, even if they are doing it just for money, it still can be beneficial to people. The only ones that, that aren't good which I can't even think of any, as if they were taking a lot of resources from others and weren't really doing anything. But I can't really think of anybody like that. Like,
Oh, I
even
can.
if
Allow me to name a few. No, I'm just kidding. I
no,
wouldn't do that. They are out there though,
yeah,
and then and then you get people that are definitely in it for the money, that are getting scammers on the phone that are fake, that aren't real scammers, and I'm like, I
yeah.
hate that.
Well, that's
We
definitely a
spend
problem. That's not scam baiting.
all day
That's just
long,
video making.
all day long on the phone with these scumbags just to get a 10-minute video that might get 400, 500 views if we're lucky, and you got people that will pay a scammer to say certain things. I mean, they are out there, unfortunately, but those are the people that I hope are short term.
Well, I'll tell you what, whenever I first started scam baiting, I started posting all my romance scams on Facebook, on different Facebook sites for romance scams, prior to me doing YouTube, because I'd had no plans in starting a YouTube channel whenever I started scam baiting. I had no plans, because I'm not a very good reader. I don't really, I'm sociable, but, I'm just a country boy from the South. So I
Really?
don't really do good with big crowds.
We couldn't tell you were from the South. That's news to us.
I mean, I know you can't tell from my voice. I don't have a country voice by any means. I know I sound like I'm from Michigan or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't plan on doing this. So whenever I started posting all my stuff, it was just like, after reading back at it, I could see where because there were some people that was posting and saying, is this even real? Are you being both people? Are you fake? Are you faking this? Because I could see where people would see that, but I was like, I work a job where I'm working 24/7. Just about. I don't have time to be posting as one person and the other trying to do that. I have barely enough time to just chat as one person.
Right?
Yeah.
And so you're always going to have them people that are what you call a naysayer. I mean, people are going to be like that, but all you can do is just what you can do and just ignore it and don't let it discourage you. And I don't even really fight with them people. I just go on with it. And the people who actually enjoy my content and actually share it and save somebody, because I mean, what makes you feel really good also is whenever you share this content and somebody I've had people message me and say, hey, I had somebody that's been talking to this person that I knew was a romance scammer or this kind of scammer, and I shared your content with them and talked to them about it, and it helped them not talk to you. They got away from that person afterwards. And
that's great.
Whenever you know that your material was used in that positive manner, then if it even saved even one victim from being scammed, then you know that your work was fruitful. You planted a seed that grew, and that makes you feel amazing, and it makes you want to throw 30 more videos out.
Right.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
most people are getting their information from the internet these days, if not all. So people go to YouTube and they might not have ever heard of a romance scam. They might not have heard of a Social Security scam or Amazon, and all of a sudden they see you guys on here or anybody who's messing with scammers, and they're like, "Oh, really? That exists?" And then they don't get scammed. So I think YouTube's definitely a very big platform for exposing these thugs.
Well, and also like my friend last night that I talked to, I asked her. I said, I said, you know what I do as a hobby, right? And she said, yeah, I know about your channel. I said, and you had that gut feeling before you ever even knew that before you ever even decided to answer your quote and unquote mama. She said, yeah, I knew that, but I just figured it was my mom. I didn't think about calling her or anything like that. I said, you didn't decide to call my number up and ask me about it, or call your mama directly and ask her about it. You just went on ahead and messaged it and gave a code out. Yeah, I did that. I'm so sorry. I was like, well, at least you didn't get your money taken away. She was fortunate to have her, get everything shut down and get everything blocked before anything ever got taken. But it could happen quick. My wife was actually scammed by one of them Facebook scammers, and she had her Facebook, just one code. She had her Facebook hacked, Instagram, Twitter, PayPal, Chase Bank, all that got hacked with just one code. She had her separate checking account robbed, her PayPal robbed, and next thing you know, everybody thought that it was her, her asking for money or asking for a code next, so it's just like, once somebody gets in there, it just like spreads real quick, and that scammer just like constantly just eats at it, and it's just constantly on the grind.
Is your friend sub to you now?
What's that?
Is your friend sub to you?
I don't think so.
Well, then you fit right in with us. Our friends don't sub to us either.
Well,
I'm not coming home to Christmas until you sub to my channel.
Well, I understand not everybody's a YouTube fanatic, so I understand. I don't hate anybody on it, but if they do get scammed like that, I'm just like, should have paid attention.
Yep. That's funny.
You could give the cow water, but you can't make it drink.
Oh, that's true. Right. I've had that experience, like trying to save victims. People that watch my streams can tell you. I'm texting them. I'm telling them like exactly why they're being scammed, and then they're still like mad at me for it. You know what I mean? So.
Yep.
Well, they're already invested.
Scams are so fascinating because those idiots are playing on people's emotions, and they're lonely, and they think they're gonna, somebody's taking an interest in them, and they look past the barely speaking English and that they're on an oil ship or they're in the military, and that's why they're not around. People fall for it.
Yeah.
And the minute you tell them that you're being scammed, they're going to flip out at you, and they're going to say you're just kind of jealous, or this person loves me, so I'm sending them $10,000 because they need it and they love me. It's tough. It's a tough conversation, and that's why if you go back and you can watch the People's Call Center videos, whether it's on CJ's channel or on Pierogi's or any of the people that were down there, when they're talking to the victim, it's so important that they say, "I understand, ma'am," or "sir," because they're frazzled, and the victims are going to lash out at you, and you're trying to help them. I mean, it's definitely a skill to have patience that you can try to help victims like that.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, I mean, it's like I got I had one victim I talked to, and I still don't know if the victim is. I think the victim is still talking to the scammer right now, and the guy I want to say, the man I talked to was about probably in his 70s, and he was asking me, because I directly messaged him, and whenever I found out, and he called me on Facebook Messenger, and we were talking, and he said, "I really don't know if this is a scammer or not." He said that he's been talking to this woman for like 3 months, and one of the first questions I always ask a victim is, have you video chatted this person? Have you not just sent a video, but have you did a live video chat with this person? And he said no, but that person has sent videos to him, and he sent me one of the videos that she sent to him, and you could tell that it was just, it looked like an OnlyFans model or something like that doing this video. You could tell that the voice that was in there was like a voiceover. It was really obvious, but for him, it wasn't obvious because there's no telling what's happened in his life to where he is, he thinks that he's got this supermodel that is wanting to be with him, and he's been talking with her for 3 months and never once has asked him for any money. So this is probably going to be one of those long-term, one of those scammers who's going to go in all or nothing.
Yeah.
I need $10,000, $5,000. I'm in jail because he said that he was going to, she was going to fly out to him, but it's probably going to be one of those. I tried to fly out to you, but my passport was bad, and they locked me up, and I need $5,000 for the attorneys and this and that. And he's going to be so drawn at the fact that he was almost there to see her, or she was almost there to come fly out, that he's going to get desperate and send it. And I'm trying to stop that, but there's only so much you can do.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And sorry, I'm a talker, so if you get me on here and everything, I'm going to be a talker, and I will talk your ear off.
Well, I mean, you could talk about you're only 6 subs away now, subscribers. I keep saying subs, and I know there's new people might not know the lingo. Subscribers, you have 6 more to go to get to 200, which is a pretty awesome milestone, I think. To be at 200 subs is amazing. So I think your videos will start to get out there more. You'll start to get more comments. The algorithm, your videos will start to go to more people, and then hopefully less people will get scammed.
Well, you know, I actually did have a goal at the end of the year. TAGOW, I had a goal to reach 200 people by just by December. You know, I wasn't expected to come out here on the, you know, and
we're ahead.
And whenever what.
We make dreams happen here on the Morning Scam Show.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you about your lottery winnings. If you just pay me $500 in demerge fees, we can get you a check sent out for $25 million.
I'll make a payable right away. Where do I send it? Or as Miss Annie would say, if you send me your address, I'll post one to you.
Exactly. Well, yeah, no, it's always good to watch people grab that first milestone, because everybody started from nothing. So it's just always good if we can help out. Just don't forget about us when you get to million sub status.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know about getting to 1 million, but I tell you what, I don't ever forget people who you know, I will tell you, even though I may go after these scammers and I'm heartless towards these people, I am a very affectionate, emotional person. So whenever anybody helps me, I'm just like overjoyed, you know. So the fact that y'all even messaged me and asked me to be on this show, I was like, oh my goodness, you know, the biggest scam baiters have been on here, and y'all are inviting me, who's basically who I say is who's a nobody on YouTube right now, and y'all are. You know, I know my content is not the best. Like I said, I don't have a bunch of all these animations and stuff like that. I'm not a great reader or anything, but all I'm trying to do is just save victims. That's what my goal is. I don't want nobody to get scammed, because, I mean, it leads to suicide, it leads to depression, it leads to other embarrassment. Oh, yeah. There's people that, whenever they get scammed, some people don't want to talk about it, and they hold it in, and they don't say anything, you know, and you know, I want to be a voice for them. I want to make sure that they know that if they did get scammed, let's talk about it. Let's make sure that somebody else doesn't get scammed. You know, you don't have to be embarrassed about it. No matter how crazy or dumb you think it is, it's not dumb. These guys, these scammers, that's what their job is. Even though it's not a job for them, that's their job. That's what, you know, we don't realize that these scammers some of these scammers are feeding their families like that. And yeah, I'm not exactly taking up for these scammers, but some of these guys probably have never really had 3-course meals, or, you know, probably went days without eating before, and they don't know what else to do. And so that's what they're doing. They're like, man, I can scam people and just take their money, and they don't see nothing wrong with it, and they don't care, because, you know, just as long as they're able to feed themselves, they don't care about you. You know?
Well, that's true. They don't care. I mean, CJ's right in the heart of it all. A lot of the scammers that we deal with, I mean, and it's a perfect time to bring up that it's a very small part of the population that is over there scamming. We just happen to mess with them because we can find numbers, and it goes on. But I mean, she's in the city every day, different cities in India, and there's people working. They're not scamming people. The
Right.
scammers have a way to make a lot of money without doing a lot of work. I don't sympathize with them when the more I talk to people that are in India, our friends, or CJ being there. There's other things they can be doing. They're just not going to pay you as much. That's the way I look at it. And it's hard to get caught.
Y'all speaking of, churches and everything. My I go to church, and my church, we got missionaries that we directly donate to that go to India. We got, in different places, and every now and then, whenever they come home, they'll come and talk about India and everything, and it's they'll have all these little figurines and stuff, and you kind of get a small taste and a vision of what India is like and how beautiful the country is, and places like Sri Lanka and all that. And I don't know if you've got to go over there yet, Miss CJ, but it's places I've always, whenever you see this, you get a different taste of what India is like, and we need people to actually show what the real India is like, because what we see on these channels and all, it's not what the real India is. It's not what the real people are. No more than what other people in other countries see what's on the news about America. That's not what the real America is. I mean, it's you never know. I always say that there are many people who think that they're different than another person, but if you actually sit down and face to face with them and have a conversation, you'll realize you'll have more in common than what you think.
And absolutely, well said. And CJ, what was the guy that we had on, the young kid who's in India, With Nature? Is that his channel?
Yeah, With Nature. He's like 26 years old, but still, yeah, he's young.
Well, young to me. But I mean, his channel exposes some of the nice landscapes of India. I encourage people to go check out. He does a lot of shorts. Last I checked, he was an awesome guy to talk to, and his channels shows a nice part of India. And then you have Carl Rock, who was in our chat earlier today, who I know CJ's seeing when she's over there. But I mean, that's why I love watching his videos, because not only do you learn about India and the different types of foods and the restaurants and how to get a deal, you also learn about the scams. It's like it's got a little bit of everything, but there's so many good channels that people can learn about India. We expose the dirty part, but it's a very small part, and CJ's there and she can tell you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've had a lot of nice people that's helped me, like I've asked for help, like where is something, or just any kind of help. Like, most people have been very helpful and accommodating to me, like if I needed anything. So it's definitely the minority. Like, the people here, generally speaking, are very friendly and helpful. But the scammers, and probably in real life, most of the scammers are that way too. But when they're on the phone, they're at this environment where their goal is to basically hunt people, and they're surrounded by criminals, it changes who they are, which is why it's not good for them to do this either, in my opinion.
Right.
Yep. So. I have no forgiveness, and we talked about victims killing themselves and their whole personality of ever trusting anybody again, whether it's a romance scam through text or a Social Security scam where they're scamming, $500,000 from an old lady. I don't have any sympathy. The people that you talk to say they need to do it to survive, and they give me a job and I'll stop. No, you won't. There's jobs. There's just no jobs that pay you what you can make doing this. And unless you're in a very small area where there's no jobs, and you're a single mom and your kid is starving for the last month, and you need to do what you need to do to take care of your baby, then maybe I can sympathize. But anyone I talk to can get a job, and they're just doing it because they want to get rich quick, which I think is disgusting. That's all. That's the way I look at it.
Well, and also just around my little area where I'm at right now, and I see whenever I work away from home, so I actually live in one state and I work in another state. And whenever I'm at work, I live near where there's a bunch of panhandlers, and you know I know I watch these people, because I'm just like, and I thought about maybe going on that side, and if I ever get time, and try to expose some of these panhandlers and go on that side of scams and expose these people, because I have seen some of these people who are constantly coming there every day, and where they're panhandling, I counted just in one little area, just in a 3-minute walking area, there's over 35, I believe it was, businesses right there that constantly have jobs, and they're panhandling money right there.
Now, do they have
asking for
creative
money.
signs? Do they have signs?
Do what?
Like I like the funny signs. Like here in New York, I saw a sign that said "Ninjas killed my family, need money for kung fu lessons." How are you not going to donate to that guy? I mean, he was so creative. But,
Yeah, that is
but then
creative.
then there's just these young kids that come up to you and, yo, give me a cigarette, and then you give them a cigarette, and they're like, "What? You ain't got Newport? What? I'm helping you out, and you're going to get that picky? Get a job." But
the best one I've had somebody actually personally come up to me and ask. I was at the gas station right there nearby, and one of them actually came up and asked me if they could borrow my car battery.
Oh my gosh.
Sure.
Did they mean it like that, or did
They're like,
they?
"Let me borrow your car battery so I can jump my car off and give it back to you." I'm just like, "Yeah, sure."
Right.
That's how it works.
That's like the crackhead who bummed a lighter from me 2 weeks ago, and I'm still looking for her. I'll find her. But
I knew you would
ran
bring
off
that
my
up.
lighter. Yeah, it's what it reminds me of. But anyway,
I seen a picture of one that showed a lady panhandling, and she was on crutches, and she literally had one leg. She had a leg missing, and she had a sign that said "On my last leg."
See, I mean, that's creative. I mean, that's you're taking a definite horror part of your life, and you're turning it into something creative. So I would give her $1. And the guy in New York, I feel bad for him, but he's got a sign on him that says "Tell me off for $1." And then people go up to him and start yelling, and then he probably makes $100 a day. But
Probably.
yeah, I like
they make a lot of money,
creative.
some of them.
Good for
Yeah,
her.
that's pretty good. Well, you should see a lot of the people in India that are beggars are children. So it's very hard to say no to them, But
I seen that video. I seen it a few weeks ago. Carl Rock did, about the families that surround a block that do do certain beggings. They have a whole family that are spread out that have beggars around, and they kind of team up and do that to try to catch people like that. And they don't necessarily ask for money at times, but they'll ask for them to go buy them some bread or something, and then they'll go and take, whenever somebody buys them bread, they'll go and bring it to a market, because them people who are panhandling like that will bring it back and have a shop that they're reselling all that for another profit, or for a profit.
Yep.
that's pretty crazy. Sorry, I'm choking over here.
Sorry, we all do that.
You all right, CJ?
Yeah, I'm okay. Sorry.
CJ? Oh.
Yeah, I'm okay. But yeah, it's I agree. It's really hard for me, because like a lot of those people that do beg for, what if, I could assume that all those people that are begging for money are scammers, but then what if one of them actually needs something, and then I can help them and I don't? That's where I have that dilemma. I'd rather help people, and in that case, and then they ended up not needing it, than not help someone that actually needed it. So that's the problem that I have with people that are begging, you know?
Right.
I mean, it gets annoying when you're hit up. Like, I can't sit outside the store in New York for like, I like to sit on my car and work on my phones and make videos and stuff. And I got people coming up to my car. Probably I'll get 5 people that come up to my car within an hour if I'm in a car, and they assume that because I have a car that I have money, and it gets annoying. So I can see why somebody would rage at them to get a job, but we also don't understand exactly their experience, or are they mentally ill? Are they homeless because they had a great job and then this is what they do now? But I just feel like a lot of the kids that I see are lazy, and those are the people I are more likely to rage at about getting a job than some of the people that just have fell on bad times. I'm kind of selective on who I rage at, I guess. I'm a selective rager. But
that's good. You should. That's something you should be selective about.
You have to give people the benefit of the doubt. It's like when we had a victim on, and we donated $500 of our hard-earned money to her. Maybe they were scamming us, maybe they weren't, and I'm not saying she was. We know her.
No, she definitely wasn't.
Was a victim.
Yeah,
but
she definitely
in
wasn't.
that particular case, though, we didn't know. We just met her for the first time. She's crying, and people are like, "Well, how do you know? Maybe she's scamming you." Okay, so I'll make $500 again in my life, but that person may not. So we take that chance, and so we took a chance. It happens that way. You have to give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes.
Yeah, and sometimes you just have to, and if you're donating money, you can't, if you take the chance and donate somebody on the streets, you just have to take that chance and not think about that. It's kind of like what somebody, I wanted to say my wife told me, if you're giving that, you can't think about the what ifs. You just have to be knowing that whatever you had, whatever you're doing with that money, you have to be doing it. You have to be giving it in good faith, and not worry about what the person's doing with it, because in the end, it's what you did. You did that for charity. So.
Right, exactly. I was going into the corner store not too long ago, and somebody asked me for $5, and I was like looking at my pocket to see if I had any change to give him. And this lady's like, "Don't give him any money. He's going to buy alcohol and cigarettes." I'm like, "Yeah, but that's what I'm doing." That's why I'm here. Who am I to judge? So if I have money, he can have the money. But it's almost like you're going to a casino. And I'm not saying that just because I'm in Jersey today. If I want to go into a casino, and I'm not a huge gambler like CJ is, she's like Miss Professional Poker player and can really rake it in.
Blackjack.
Right. And I'm like a little old lady. I'm at the slots, the poker slots. But I bring $100 and I expect to lose it. And that's kind of the way I look at it. Like, you help out somebody, and it's your choice at that moment in time to help out a beggar. You're not getting the money back. So don't be upset when they're not giving it back to you. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I see Miss Chatterbox on the chat there. I'm the same way as her. She said I live in a rural area. Not much of that here. I'm the same way. The town that I'm from, whenever I go home, we only got a town of 250 people. So whenever I go home, it is just like so peaceful and relaxed. And there's everybody that's there, everybody knows literally everybody, and it's not a figure of speech. Really,
250 people.
Yeah, that's it. We're just a little.
I know you don't want to reveal your location, but we could do a whole show on your little town.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's fascinating to me. 250 people, like they all must know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I grew up in that town, and the school is right there. We got a little old store right there, and we just got a store there. We for 10 years, something like that, we didn't have a store, and because there's so little people there, but somebody opened it up, and we don't have even a caution light, just a couple of stop signs. Huh?
You have cable?
Yeah, we got cable. Well, we don't have cable, but we do have we got internet, but we don't have cable.
It'll come. It'll come. But 250 people, there must be like 10 kids in the graduating class.
Actually, I graduated with a class of 12.
Oh, I was close. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's a lot of pressure to graduate number 1 in your class because it's easy to tell who's at the bottom.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
graduated number 10.
I'd be 13 out of a class of 12.
No.
Oh, well, man,
2 out of
we
1
got you
people
over
have
200.
trouble with fractions.
I think you're way over 200 now. And I can't thank you enough for talking with us. You're just an awesome guy to talk with.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that we want to talk about before you go?
No, I just like to ask. I just like to ask, like, if you have any future plans or projects you're working on.
Well, I'm actually with the influx of people, just people that I know, not just random people telling me, but just people that I know locally that are being scammed because one thing they no matter how many times I tell them that they don't subscribe to my channel to see what's actually going on so they can be educated, but also whenever they do, we got these people that are being scammed. So I'm thinking I'm trying to start incorporating live interviews with them. So not only will their friends join in and say, hey, oh, this person's on there and let's hear what they have to say, they'll get educated. And so I'm hoping that I use another way to spread the awareness. I mean, yeah, the only reason I want more subs is so more people would know, because we need to spread this more, so I'm incorporating live interviews pretty soon. Like I said, instead of doing just a premiere, I just started doing my videos live, and hopefully I will be able to bring future scambaiters in to help talk about it, or if it's a live victim, incorporate maybe another special guest to talk about
Nice.
the scams, things like that. So I've got a lot of projects that I'm going to try to incorporate, so to try to make my channel a little bit different, because I know that's one thing that makes a channel grow is to try to be different in the way they do things. So
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Which is
like y'all,
can be hard.
how many people's got a scam show, so I mean y'all are very successful in what you do, and I enjoy your show.
We are?
Whenever I can hit it.
Are we the definition of success, Take? Because that's scary.
Yeah, we'll take it and move on. We'll take that statement and move on.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't care if you look at any of the people that have 3 million subs or 1,000 subs or whatever, but if you look back at the first video, it's usually a lot different than their latest video.
For sure.
The images are a little different, the content's a little different, the growth, the trying things, the way they do the hashtags. It's a learning experience. So, you haven't been doing it that long and you're at 200 subs already, and it sounds like you got big plans. I can't wait to see what you're going to do next.
And I also started learning how to do the shorts, so I'm trying, because I've heard that shorts are a big thing that gets to people really quick, so I've been trying to incorporate that some. So
they can be, they can be. Yep.
I get crappy
plus
views
the
on
short
my
is actually
shorts,
pretty
but
easy to do, to get something on your channel real quick. So,
and or it could go the other way. I mean, not in your case, but in my case, I put out a short, and then somebody sees it, and they're like, they look at it, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sub to that guy. I'm desubbing." So I lose subs every time I put out. But that's not to discourage anybody from doing shorts, because I know we had IRL Rosie on the show, who's a pretty big YouTuber and makes a good living doing it. She's very talented, and she's going more towards shorts. She was saying, because that's what people want. So. If they're entertaining, more power to you. Put out more shorts.
Yeah, I know people like
shorts.
you, TAGOW, and what's his name, Scammer Revolts. I know that y'all's channel could be a little bit more vulgar. It's not for the faint of heart, but in the end, we all have the same end goal, which is to prevent these scammers from taking people's money. I mean, each scambaiter has their different approach and their own way of doing this. So.
Yeah, well, I
appreciate everything that y'all do.
In there. Thank you, and I appreciate you lumping me in the same sentence with Revolts, because I've been a huge fan of his since the beginning. I think him, Pierogi, and Boga were probably like my first couple scam baiter videos I watched. So that's a huge honor to be lumped into the same sentence with that guy. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Who
sir.
wears short shorts. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It was awesome talking to you. A great pleasure. I'm glad that we could all go and sub to your channel and hopefully catch you. Are you ever planning on doing any lives, or are you just going to stick to edited videos for right now?
Well, like I said, my anytime I ever do an edited video, I always, instead of just doing it as a premiere, I actually been playing the video live. So, you know, as the video's playing, I can stop it and talk about it. But as in actually doing a live, just like improv, just it's kind of hard to do that with romance scams, you know, because
oh yeah, super
you
hard.
can't, you never know when these scammers are going to be available to talk, or if they want to talk, or anything like that. So it's very hard to catch them live, and it's even harder to catch them live with the little time that I have to actually do a live, you know, because if I do a live that's once every 2 weeks, and I have to have it done between this time and this time, and if that person don't want to talk between this time and this time, then it's no use in doing the live. So right now I'm incorporating just the way I do it for right now, because I enjoy doing a live, and like I said, it's more or less practicing on the future stuff that I have planned. So
yeah, that sounds great. Well, we really appreciate you coming by. It's been awesome talking to you. And yeah, can't wait to watch more of your videos. If anyone has not subbed to Rodger, his link is still pinned above. Please go check him out. And later after the stream, binge watch some of his videos. Make sure you watch, at least pick one, watch it all the way through, like it and comment, and that'll help him with the algorithm. And Rodger, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to have a new scam baiting friend.
yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Y'all take care, and I hope y'all have a good day.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Talk to you later.
Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Super awesome. Thank you again to Rodger. I really enjoyed talking to him, and look forward to the future friendship. That sounds creepy, but you know what I mean. All right. Well,
206 subs right now, I think. So we did good work with him, because I think he was at 170 something when he joined us today.
Yeah, I think he was at 175.
30 subs in a half hour or an hour is damn good. I mean, I remember when I was first starting out, and I think you picked my video to be shown on TAGOW, and I think I ended up with 12 subs. I was ecstatic. I remember texting you, oh my god, I got 12 subs. But,
I know.
30 subs is good. Good for him. So,
I'm so happy if I get one sub. The way things have been going, I'm happy. So those days haven't ended for me.
You can afford to, not that we don't want you to lose any, but you've made some good ground over the last 2 months, so you're blowing up, doing good things. So
yeah, don't curse
worry.
me now. Don't curse me. All right, I'm gonna play. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna play a short clip of my new Twitch format of us saving victims, and this is just our live phone call between a victim and a scammer. It's not very long, it's short, and while I play that, I'm going to get my phone up and we'll try and see if we can make a call, if I can find a number. So we'll be back in just like 2 minutes, and hopefully we'll have, we'll try to get a scammer on the phone live.
Someone used your information or purchased things from Amazon without your permission or without your knowledge. So that's
What
why
they purchased.
Amazon hold this order.
This lady
Amazon
definitely
gift
knows.
Card. A gift card.
Okay.
So
Where's it being sent to?
Sorry?
Where's it being sent?
Sorry?
Hold Amazon hold this order. So tell me, ma'am, what do you want? Do you want to continue this order, or do you want to cancel this order, fix this problem? I will help you out. What do you want?
So where's it going to be charged to? What account?
I will show you, ma'am, each and everything. Okay. First, log into
You
Amazon.
can tell me right now if you want.
Ma'am, on this call, I am not telling your personal information. Okay, this is your personal information. I will show you.
But you want me to give you my information?
No, no, no.
You want me to give you my information, but you can't give me any information.
Ma'am, I will show you. I will show you each and everything.
Show me where?
In your computer
How can
screen.
you show me when I'm talking to you on the phone?
Ma'am, I will show you in your computer. So do you have a computer or laptop?
No.
Okay, no problem. Ma'am, do you have a smart cell phone? I will show you in your
No.
cell phone. You don't have a
This is
computer.
a landline.
Okay. You don't have
No,
a smart
sir.
phone or okay. So ma'am, how can I help you, ma'am? So I will provide you.
You told me. How can I help you?
Okay, ma'am. I will send you cancel. I will send you cancellation request. My cancellation team. Cancel. Okay.
Where are you sending it to?
Cancellation department.
Where are you sending that information to?
Ma'am, I will explain to you.
See, y'all, we like it. Make sure you question people on the phone. For sure. Okay, y'all, we are back. Like I said, it's just a short clip. And the main reason I wanted to show that clip is to just remind everyone that when you get any calls on the phone, please ask questions. Like, make sure it makes sense to you. Just don't trust anybody that you don't know on the phone. I know that sounds pessimistic, but that's where we are these days. So make sure you're not trusting anybody, and ask questions and make sure that whatever they're saying is common sense. And if it's not common sense, just hang up, call that company back on your own. So I thought that lady did a really good job of questioning him.
Yeah.
So thought it was a good example. All right, I tried the one that Paul sent me, but they're not answering yet. Let me just try it one more time. And let me also check around, see what else I can find. I don't have a lot of text now numbers since I haven't been baiting, but what'd you say?
Maybe check your text message.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm not getting any, they're not answering yet, Paul. I'll try them again later.
Oh, what's up, Paul?
Yeah. Okay, I guess it's maybe a little bit too early, and I know that Take, you still had some things to do in Jersey. So so maybe we'll try Thursday to do some scammer calls if we can. Yeah, if we can get any numbers then, we'll try for that. But thank you guys so much for joining us today. Thank you again, Rodger Williams, Scam Baiting. Please sub to him. His link is pinned above. If you're not sub to Take, please go over and sub to him. His link is in the chat and in the description. If you're not sub to me, please sub to me. I will be on Twitch in a few hours. I'm just going to take a little break. And as soon as they're up running, I will be back on Twitch later. And I'm just happy we survived a stream without the internet failing, right?
Yeah, today was good, and I know you've been busy. I think one of the videos I put out like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I mean, it was just all about bad phones. I mean, I kept saying, does everyone in India have a bad phone today?
Yeah, I watched that one. That one was good.
I think you did. You commented on it. So, yeah, but today the phones are fine. So hopefully, well, not hopefully, it's good in your case. Hopefully the scammers continue to have bad phones and people just hang up and don't get scammed. But
yeah,
but yeah, it was a good job today. It was very clear, no issues. I heard the guest perfect, and I got to talk, and it was good.
Yeah, it was
sorry
really
we can't
good.
take phone calls today, but I do have to start picking up garbage on the side of the Garden State Highway in in New Jersey. Part of a parole. That's my business.
Well, you better get to it. Yes, I'll be back on Twitch later. And then if anyone's up early tomorrow, look for me or Dan Gleeballs. And
tomorrow.
and we will be back, I guess, on Thursday, right? We're shooting for Thursday. We don't have a guest or anything scheduled, but we're shooting for Thursday. So we'll, right? Or are you busy? You're free on Thursday, right?
Yeah, no, I'm around Thursday. Yeah, we'll see who we can grab up, but we just want to be careful and be low key for the next 2 weeks probably, because it's today was lucky, you know.
Yeah.
So we just would hate to have like a pierogi high profile type guest and not be able to hear, you know. So or any guest, I should say. So
yeah, for sure.
We got lucky today.
Or we'll warn them that there's a chance my internet could die or it could be great. It was good yesterday too. So I am in a different place than I was last week, or I have a different internet connection. So yeah, I'm migrating around, so that makes a difference. But anyway, love you guys. Watch for us on Thursday. See you on Twitch later, and thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you catch up on Take's videos today if you haven't already, because they're awesome.
Well, thank you.
Okay, bye everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.
You are connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers, and man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again. You have